In this video, we're going to talk about why people find you uninteresting. So many people have an actually interesting, intriguing personality, and they turn themselves into these boring automatons because they're afraid of what people would think of them if they just were their true selves. But here is the reality of the situation. Perfect people are boring. They are extremely boring. Our flaws is what makes us interesting. You want to show your true character. I'm sure you've listened to somebody talk at a party before, and they get into this crazy story of where something went wrong in their lives. Now, if they were trying to pretend that nothing ever went wrong with their lives, they wouldn't have that great story. Our most intriguing details of our lives are the times when things go wrong. And if you're constantly trying to put on a facade like you're a perfect person and nothing ever goes wrong in your life, you're not going to be interesting to other people. People do this all the time on social media. They try to pretend that they have a really interesting life, they show perfect pictures of their perfect existence, and maybe it makes some people jealous on social media, but that's it. That's all you really get out of it. The interesting stories, the stories you really want to stop and read and look at, those are people telling you about their troubles. They're talking about the situations they went in. Maybe it was a crazy story, maybe it's a sad story, but they're intriguing. We like these interesting stories. And as I said before, being perfect is not interesting. Not even a little bit. And it's not even attractive. Not only are people more likely to be drawn to you when you have a real character with flaws, but also perfect people could be intimidating. If you're trying to pretend that you have everything down, you're less likely to be attractive to people. And if that is your motivation, if you want to come across as the best person you can be because you're trying to find someone to date, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. I'm sure you've heard people talk about vulnerability before. Vulnerability is actually quite attractive. Vulnerability shows that you're a real person, that you really have needs, that if you were to find a partner, that partner could truly help you, and it feels good to be needed. Your partner wants to be needed. So acting like you don't need anything from anyone is a very unattractive trait. You'll also discover that your self-esteem increases a lot when you actually start showing your flaws, because you're going to discover that not only do people like you more just because you come across as a real person and find you more interesting because you have more interesting details, you're also going to discover that they're not judging you for these flaws the way you thought they were. You'll bring up some terrible quality that you have, half the people won't even think it's a big deal, and the other half the people will say they're even worse. You're going to discover that these things that you've been holding back for so long because you're ashamed of them don't really matter to people. They're just not a big deal, and they actually make you more interesting. And if you're finding this video interesting, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I strongly encourage you to go out and try this. Go ahead, and the next time you feel like holding something back because you're not sure you want people to know, just tell it. Make it an interesting story instead. You will intrigue the room, people will like you more, and you'll feel better getting it off your chest. So go out there and let loose. You don't need to hide who you are, not even on a first date. People are attracted to honesty and vulnerability, and you're going to discover that you feel better about yourself when you're not constantly hiding these things that you think you need to be ashamed of. If you ever had a time that you went ahead and were radically honest with people about who you really were, tell us about it in the comments below. Let us know how it turned out. And if you haven't done that yet, go out and try it. The next time you feel like holding back about something, just go ahead and say it anyway. See how the people react, see how you feel about yourself. Do it with confidence, though. You don't need to be ashamed of these terrible stories, because they're not really terrible stories. They're just the realities of who you are. So go out there and be yourself. Stop hiding your flaws and give this a shot. You'll be amazed at the results it will have. You will feel more confident as time goes on because you're no longer ashamed of these qualities that you have, and you'll discover that people like you for the real you rather than the perfect persona you've been trying to put on.